Hey, what's up guys, I'm back. And sorry for the delay, I was in Utah with my family on a ski trip. Now that that's over with and I'm back in sunny Arizona, here is my review of Logan. Though a good deal of comic book films are quite good at enticing audiences, myself included, with explosive CG action and hard-hitting wisecracks, every self-respecting bloke out there knows that there's more to superheroes than just those facets alone. The thing that elevates superhero films to the Premier League is the treatment of the characters as actual people and not just heroes with awesome powers, giving them depth and purpose and consequently making the stakes at hand feel as real as possible as the name of the game. And Logan's intention to do just that is as clear as an azure sky of deepest summer, resulting in the X-Men film we all truly needed. So Logan is set in the year 2029 and mutants are on the brink of extinction with no new mutant births in the last 25 years. Logan, played by Hugh Jackman, is aging and his healing factor has been greatly reduced because the adamantium fused to his bones is poisoning him. When he's not making chump change driving a limo, he spends his days with Caliban taking care of the increasingly sick Dr. Charles Xavier, who's being hidden somewhere along the Mexican border because his neurodegenerative disease causes him to lose control of his telepathic powers to highly destructive effect. All Logan really wants to do is to just escape civilization, but that plan is cut short when a set of circumstances bring a young mutant girl named Laura into his life. As Logan and the law embark on a journey to a rumored mutant safe haven called Eden, they're pursued by the evil Donald Pierce, who happens to be the bionically enhanced security chief at Alkali Transigen, a biotech company that Laura escaped from. The film's story revolves around the themes of responsibility, guilt, family, love, redemption, and, of course, mortality. Mortality seems to be the strongest player here, not only because it allows us to see Wolverine and the Lot in their most vulnerable forms, but also because, in a way, it kind of pushes the characters to think long and hard about what purpose they have left to serve in a superficial, immoral world that doesn't seem to be for mutants anymore. It's facing the piercing stare of creeping death that drives Wolverine's feelings of hopelessness for redemption and grinding guilt for the life of perpetual violence that he lived. It's also during times such as this where amends are made and revelations are had, and boy, do they hit harder than Steve Fox's punches. In my honest opinion, I think Logan also tells us that the world and life of a superhero is a far cry from the glamour and make-believe that comic books illustrate, and that it's really just full of ugliness and hardship. Hugh Jackman certainly is passionate about his role as Wolverine, and he knows it like the back of his hand. But in this film, he played the character like we've never seen him before. His outstanding performance in this film kind of reminded me of his masterwork in Prisoners, and that truly solidifies him as a force to be reckoned with. He expertly conveys a pained man, not only physically, but also mentally, as a result of the violent war going on inside his head. At times, it was a little difficult for me to watch because it all felt so real. Patrick Stewart once again is absolutely fantastic as Charles Xavier, and he also perfectly portrays a man struggling to survive in a world where his gift has now become a curse. He actually provided some of the more lighthearted parts in this dark and somber film, and I think that's kind of derived from his character's belief that there's still hope left for mutants. Major props to Daphne Keane, who played Laura. She's fantastic in this film and perfectly portrayed one hell of a badass, and she is sure on her upward trek to stardom. Her energy and badassery kind of reminded me of Hit Girl from Kick-Ass, except without the mouth because she's kind of mute. Finally, I gotta give a big shout out to the gory action. Besides being very well choreographed and very exhilarating, to me it actually felt pretty organic and harmonious with the story and the characters instead of serving as a break from all the talking. Blood and guts were necessary to match the dark tone of the film, but most importantly, I think it highlighted the extreme kind of violence that Wolverine had to live with his whole life, full of beheadings and amputations and not bloodless PG-13 stabbings. Surely doing that for years on end is bound to have some kind of effect on a guy's mental well-being, you know what I'm saying? Guys, in the end, Logan is the X-Men film we all truly needed. Emotionally fulfilling, masterfully acted, action-packed, character-driven, and thematic on multiple levels, Hugh Jackman and the crew go out in a final blaze of glory. Don't miss out on this one. Logan is not just a great superhero film, but a great film, period. So I'm gonna give Logan a 9. So these were my thoughts on Logan. What did you think of the film? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you like what I do, give me a like, hit that big subscribe button, stay tuned, and I will see you on the next one.